everyone, so today we're going to talk about grown-ass people's obsession over teenage relationships. And this is coming from a teenager. Y'all weird. But before we get into this, let me pour a Red Bull. We are going to be talking about Emma Chamberlain and Aaron Hall. Now, if you don't know who Aaron Hall is, because I assume you know who Emma Chamberlain is, he is a TikToker. Now, a lot of people did not know who Aaron Hall was until he started dating Emma Chamberlain. Me, on the other hand, I've been watching Aaron's TikToks for the longest time. I think he's so funny. He's so cute. I love Aaron. So whenever I heard they were dating, I was like, but I was still like, this is a teenage relationship and I really don't care. Because I don't care when my friends are in relationships, right? Like, good on, happy for you, good for you, yay. But like, it's not my relationship. Like, I can be supportive, but I don't have to be like, interested, right? Does that make me sound like a bitch? Does it make me sound like a bitch? No, I think it's just like, I'm happy for you, do your thing, nice, but I don't really care. I'm more concerned of whether my friends are happy, more so being like, I'm obsessed with the relationship you're in. It's weird, right? Right? Right, and I think that's no exception for relationships in the media space, as it is, especially YouTuber relationships, because they're mostly just for clout, but especially when it's like young teenagers. Like, Emma and Aaron were young when they were doing this. I'm pretty sure they were 18. Like, they're both really young. They're both older than me, but still young. And so if you want to really summarize context of what happened, Emma and Aaron were dating, but they were never really publicly official. They were seen in photographs together, but they never really publicly were just kind of like, hey, you know what I mean? They commented on each other's Instagrams, but everyone knew they were dating because they were always together. Then there was a huge scandal because a bunch of drama channels ran with the narrative that Aaron was cheating. Emma Chamberlain did not speak up about this at the time, nor now, so people really just continued to think that he was a cheater. And then it was so messy, and even me, someone who's not really interested in this or going looking for it, I was seeing how many bad messages Aaron was receiving, basically being like, Emma's not speaking up, so we know it's true. Kind of mentality, and mob mentality was really coming for him. And I wouldn't say cancel culture, I would say more mob mentality of literal hate. Like, this young boy was literally getting so much hate from people saying that he had cheated on Emma. And so whenever I looked into it at the time, I was like, it doesn't seem to me that he has cheated because the timeline is very clear. But Aaron Hall has now came out with a video detailing what really happened, and now this is the first time we've heard either of them really speak on the relationship in general, confirm it, and say what actually happened. And let me just say, in this video, I feel so bad for Aaron. He's shaking, he's anxious, and you know it's not a put on, like, bullshit kind of thing, and I really feel bad for him. But it's probably a bit of bias towards both of them because I love both of them. I love Aaron's TikToks, he's so wholesome, but also I love Emma's videos. So I'm not picking a side in this, nor do I really feel I have to because it's not my relationship, but I'm going to talk about what Aaron made public. But yeah, a bunch of drama channels basically ran with that narrative, as I said, that he was cheating, and that really damaged this kid's credibility. Badly. Especially someone who's up and coming in TikTok, and he's very talented, and it really just, because Emma wasn't speaking up, and Emma didn't really need to speak up initially, but after he was getting the hate, do I feel like she should have spoken up? Yes, but she didn't, and now we have to, you know, move on, because it happened. I mean, it didn't happen, and we can't go back and change that. Nor can Emma. So Aaron Hall uploaded a video called, Hey, I hope you will watch this, and it is 8 minutes long, and let me tell you, he was so anxious, like I said, and it was really sad to watch. Especially when this is someone I would binge watch on TikTok, and they're just so, you know, full of energy and stuff. So, these are the things he talked about in this video. I've written them down, and we're going to talk about them. He says he's going to address the things that you have seen online. Now, literally, this stuff has been plastered everywhere, on every drama channel, every news outlets, literally. TikTok's about this as well, like, yeah. He says his past relationship with Emma, and it's so weird hearing him like say it up front because I'm not used to either of them really admitting that this relationship happened. Maybe that's because I'm not looking deep enough and that may be my fault, so I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? But it's weird hearing them talk about it. So he said during his freshman year of college, now I don't know what that is. We in Ireland use secondary school, nursery, primary school, secondary school, college, university. I don't fucking know what freshman year is. I assume he was like 17. He said he split up with his girlfriend, then a few months later, Emma DMs him and tries to talk to him, basically saying that she loves his TikToks, and so he wanted to talk more because obviously it's Emma Chamberlain, and he loves Emma Chamberlain's videos, so, you know. So he basically tried his best to continue talking to her, and they both really hit it off. They started talking, texting, Snapchatting, then FaceTiming. Then he says he flew out to LA and they really hit it off. And he basically just says that Emma is the coolest girl ever. Now, can you imagine how little we know about these YouTubers' personal lives? And this is the thing, I don't think that you should know everything about a celebrity's personal life, right? I hate calling YouTubers celebrities. But Emma really hid this one from us, right? Like, she really hid this one. In her videos and stuff, you would never have thought she was dating someone. But you know what? Secret queen. Again, I'm not saying she has to tell the audience because that's none of our business. He said that he would visit Emma on the weekends because he had school in the mornings of Monday. Now, this is just the thing with, like, relationships with people my age, right? Whenever I see my friends in relationships, I'm like, oh, that's cute. But, like, how are you balancing it? If I was in a relationship now, let me tell you, I would not be balancing it. I would literally, this is like so bad, but I am in college full-time. I am making YouTube videos full-time. Like, I'm doing a lot right now. Like, if I was dating someone, they would not be getting a lot of time. Sorry. Could you imagine me being in a relationship and being like, can you just wait? I'm gonna film one more video. Then I filmed 4 more videos and I'm like, just one more video. And just the way he was like, yeah, I had to go to LA and then come back so I could go to school. I was like, ooh, you're young. But that just shows you that Emma is the same age, but yet she has this other life where she's living in LA in her own house and, you know, doesn't go to school. And it's like, it's weird. Weird in a good way, though. Then he says they officially started dating. And in this entire video, he speaks so highly of Emma, which is so nice to see that he's not just gonna run on here bashing her. And he said that he met her family and that he loves her family and that she loves his family. And so it was really nice, again, just hearing him speak nicely about the situation rather than just, you know, doing like a boom, 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 like coming after it. And he says that this was just a real-ass relationship. And you know what? I'm happy for them, like, back then. Like, I wish I could have, you know, congratulated them. Then he said they both went to New York together because Emma loves New York. And now this is where it started getting really messy. This is where it started falling apart. Then again, this is a teenage relationship, and even witnessing my friends being in relationships, they're rocky and most of them don't last, so you can't really blame public figure relationships for not working out because they have even more pressure. And I don't blame them for not going public about this relationship. Fuck, I wouldn't. So he says that things with him and Emma started feeling really weird during that trip, and that they had a long-ass conversation in the hotel trying to understand each other but couldn't find what was wrong. Again, I've never been in a relationship, so can't relate to any of this. But I'm just gonna play along. I'm quirky. So he says that they dated for a total of 5 months. Now, they kept that real hush. The only way we knew about this relationship was through Instagram comments and them commenting on each other, or fans coming up and taking a picture of both of them together. Like, it was like a Kylie pregnancy announcement. They hid this. He says he goes back to school, but then goes out to LA one final time, but they both knew something was wrong and it wasn't gonna last. But then Emma called him and says that it wasn't working out and they needed to split up. You know what? Props to them for calling it quits and just not like lingering and keeping each other unhappy. They're both thriving on their own now. I mean, in their own individual lives. Emma's dating someone again, so. Allegedly. And I'm happy for her. She deserves it. I love her. Okay, now is where it gets messy. He says some time passes after they broke up and he was drunk at a frat party. Now, frat parties sound like my ultimate nightmare. Just American culture in general kind of scares me. And he says that he kisses a girl and that a lot of people were filming him. Ah, those damn straights. And he says that he wakes up the next day to an absolute shitstorm because these videos had been posted online, where he was being labeled as a cheater and a horrible person. Now, I can't confirm that this did happen. He was literally getting tore apart. So he literally says that they were already broken up and that he was drunk and he was at a party and he kissed the girl and this had happened after. So all those drama channels who ran with this narrative, y'all looking like Boo Boo the Fool. If what he's saying is true, you know what I mean? So then Aaron said that in that moment he tweeted that he was not a cheater, nor would ever want to have a bad ending with Emma Chamberlain. But he said at this stage it was out of his hands. Now personally, I do feel like Emma should have stepped in at this stage. I don't feel like she owes any relationship details to the public, but I do feel like she should have stepped in, or at least I would have stepped in if I saw someone that I cared about, you know, going through this and it was because of the relationship. Even just a little like, hey fans, stop it. Then he talks about a video that then resurfaced that drama channels were using against him to kind of prove that he had cheated, and it was a video of him calling Emma Chamberlain annoying. Now he gives the context for this, and it was that before he knew Emma in person and had watched like 1 or 2 of her videos and was asked about her and he said she was annoying or something, and he was like, yeah, I apologize, I shouldn't have said that, but like also, it's not that deep. He didn't know her, like, okay, people were using that, like drama channels were literally using that to like prove he hated her. Y'all are grown. Y'all are literally grown being in teenagers' business. I'm a teenager, so it works for me. But he said that Emma was the best girlfriend ever and was so supportive of him and helped him understand LA. And he said Emma is one of the most grounded people and she's with someone else now and he's happy for both of them. But he wanted people to hear his side of the story and that he didn't cheat, and thanks for listening. You know what? I feel like this was a sincere video. His timeline made sense. I feel like the running narrative that he had cheated was just a bunch of people trying to get clout. Think that was very clear. Do I feel like Emma should have spoken up and defended him? Yes, but we also don't know a lot of the details, so I can't really speak on that. But I wanted to look a little bit further into this, and so I found a bunch of tweets from Emma Chamberlain fans, and I'm just gonna read them out to you. So someone called Angel tweeted and said, "What did I miss? I'm scared." Someone called Natalie responded and said, "Emma manipulated everyone into thinking Aaron Hull was this shitty person who cheated on her, and Aaron made a video explaining everything and how he never cheated and Emma let him get hated on and bullied for months when she knew the truth." And then someone called Emmy responded and said, "How can you manipulate people by saying nothing? OMG, you can't. She's not obligated to speak about her personal life, stay out of it." Natalie responded and said, I literally don't know who any of these people are, by the way, I just saw this. "She let him get bullied by the internet and was labeled as a cheater when she knew he was innocent. She unfollowed him and shaded him on her podcast, leading people to believe he was guilty. She could have made a simple tweet saying he didn't cheat, but she decided not to." Amy then responded and said she didn't allow anything. She's very conscious about her personal life and relationship. She's not obligated to say anything again. Now, I agree she's not obligated to say anything about her personal life, but I feel like if she saw someone she cared about, at least at a certain time, getting so badly attacked and their character, you know, fully attacked, that she could have at least stepped in and been like, hey, stop. But she didn't, and Aaron now has his side of the story out there, and we were listening. And what do you guys think about this? And what do you guys think about the fact that, like, a lot of, like, middle-aged people on YouTube love getting, like, involved in, like, teenager relationship stuff? It's, like, so weird to me. Like, even I'm, like, talking about relationships by teenagers online, and I'm like, this is weird. And I'm a teenager. Like, it's like you're gossiping about two people being together. You know what I mean? It feels like weird. Or at least that's just how I feel, because my friends come to me with relationship advice and I'm like, bitch, I've never been in 2 + 2 = 6. But guys, anyway, what do you think about Aaron, Emma Chamberlain's ex-boyfriend, coming forward and basically denying all of these claims? I do think it was sweet how he still defended her and spoke up for her in this video. He could have literally bashed her, but he chose not to, so props to that. I love you. See you in my next video, and let's talk about this. And I really want to have a conversation with you about people getting in teenager relationship business, because it's just not sitting well with me. And I feel like this video was so weird for me to make because I love both of these people. But anyway, I'll see you in my next video, and bye. Peace. How long would I have to pose like this for you to think I was frozen? Oh my god, I've had way too much Red Bull to sit still. Bye.